Welcome back everyone. Today we reach the final major topic in our syntax journey, minimalism. Minimalism in linguistics is a theory developed by Noam Chomsky in the early 1990s. It came after earlier theories like transformational grammar, government and binding, GB, theory, and principles and parameters, P&P. Minimalism asks a very simple but powerful question. What is the simplest possible design of human language? Instead of making grammar more complicated, Chomsky wanted to know, why does language exist in the mind? Why is language structured the way it is? Can grammar work with fewer rules? Is language designed in the most efficient way possible? So minimalism tries to reduce grammar to the smallest, cleanest, most natural system. First let's discuss why GB became complex. Before that we should know, what was GB? Government and binding theory, 1980s, was a major syntax model. It explained many sentence structures using modules such as X-bar theory, theta theory, case theory, government, binding theory, bounding theory, control theory, movement rules, empty categories. This was powerful, but over time it became heavy. Now let's look at why it became complex. Too many separate modules. Instead of one simple system, grammar had many departments. Like, one rule for case, one for movement, one for pronouns, one for empty subjects, one for traces. That made grammar difficult to learn and explain. Many technical terms. Students had to memorize. Government C command barriers bounding nodes traces. Theta grids. This created complexity. Too many special rules. Different sentence types needed different explanations. Example. WH movement, passive movement, NP movement, head movement, each needed separate machinery, not biologically elegant. Chomsky began asking, if language is a natural system in the human brain, why would it need so many complicated parts? Nature usually prefers efficiency, so GB explained many facts, but looked too mechanical. Why Chomsky simplified it? Chomsky wanted to redesign syntax. He asked, main question, if language is part of human biology, maybe it should be simple, elegant, and economical. Instead of many rules, maybe one operation can do most of the work. Goal of minimalism: to explain language using fewer rules, simpler structure, less machinery, maximum efficiency, natural design. Example: instead of 10 movement rules, maybe movement happens because of one simple need, checking features. Instead of many phrase structure rules, maybe structure grows through one operation, merge. This was revolutionary. Now let's discuss merge, the heart of minimalism. What is merge? Merge is the most basic operation of syntax. It simply takes two elements and combines them. Example: merge eat and apples, it becomes eat apples. Merge John and eat apples, it becomes John eat apples. Merge tense, it becomes John eats apples. Language grows step by step through merge. Why merge matters. Instead of many phrase structure rules like S consist of NP and VP. VP consists of V and NP. Minimalism says, just merge items. Much simpler. Types of merge. External merge. Combines two separate items. Example: book and the when combined makes the book. Internal merge. Moves something already inside the sentence to another position. Example: what did you buy? What starts as object of buy, then moves to front. Minimalism says movement equals internal merge. Very elegant. Economy. Minimalism says grammar should not waste effort. Language uses the easiest and shortest possible path. Economy principles. Shortest move. Move elements only when necessary. Move to nearest possible place. Least effort. Do not build unnecessary structure. Last resort. Movement happens only if required. If no reason, no movement. Why important? This makes grammar efficient like nature. Like water taking shortest route. Feature checking. This became one of the most important ideas. What are features? Words carry grammatical information. Examples: nouns may have singular or plural person case. Verbs may have tense agreement person. Determiners may have definiteness. Example: she walks. She is third person singular, walks must agree with subject. Features must match or check. Why movement happens. Earlier theories used movement as a separate rule. Minimalism says, elements move because some feature needs checking. Example: in questions, did John leave? Auxiliary moves because tense, question features need checking. So movement now has a reason. Strong versus weak features. Some features were thought to be strong features. Must be checked before pronunciation, that is cause visible movement. Weak features can wait until later, that is no visible movement. This explained why languages differ. Spell out and interfaces. Minimalism says syntax connects with two systems. Sound system, called PF, is phonological form, used for pronunciation. Meaning system, called LF, is logical form, used for interpretation. Syntax builds sentence, then sends output to PF, sound, LF, meaning. This means language is a bridge between sound and thought. Later developments. Minimalism continued changing. Bare phrase structure. Older syntax used labels and templates. Minimalism later said structure comes naturally from merge. No need for heavy templates. Agree operation. Instead of movement always checking features, later theory introduced agree. A word can check features at a distance. Example. Subject agrees with verb without visible movement in some languages. Phases. Sentences may be built in chunks called phases. Example. CP phase. VP phase. Syntax works piece by piece, not all at once. This may help memory and efficiency. Third factor thinking. Chomsky later suggested language may be shaped by genes, experience and input, general principles of efficient computation, meaning language may follow universal efficiency laws. Why minimalism is important. It changed syntax. Instead of asking, what rules exist? It asks, why must these rules exist at all? It connects language with biology. Language may be an optimal mental system. It influenced research worldwide. Used in syntax, language acquisition, neurolinguistics, comparative grammar. Simple example of minimalist sentence building. Sentence. The child reads books. Step 1. Merge reads plus books. Step 2. Merge child. Step 3. Merge the. Step 4. Check tense or agreement. Step 5. Send to sound plus meaning. Done. Criticism of minimalism. Some scholars say, too abstract. Constantly changing model, hard to test empirically, too theoretical, but it remains highly influential. Minimalism says human language may be built from one simple operation, merge, and shaped by efficiency, feature checking, and elegant design. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe and share.